Hello, y'all. It's Tyler Hibbler with Stratton Studios, and there's a major announcement that I'm about to make. We have come up with a working title for a game that we've been working on, or planning to start working on, though this might end up actually being the final title as well. It's Lost Souls of Sapporo. It is a gritty, violent game with definite horror elements. It features vampires, mages, and an invasion of the entire Hokkaido prefecture in Japan by demons as a result of the main villain of the game, who is a really evil mage. Haven't quite figured out the details on who this is just yet, but the main character is a yakuza who is also a vampire, and his brother leads their particular group under another organization, a bigger organization. Haven't fully decided just yet, but I'm thinking possibly the Kodokai or the Yamaguchi Gumi. It's gonna take a little more research for that. But I'm not going the route that Ryugu Gataku Studios went with their Yakuza series and come up with fictional Yakuza organizations. This is set in the late 80s, and apart from the huge deviation in history to fit in this game's canon, we're going to try to be pretty period accurate for what life was like in Sapporo and the Hokkaido prefecture as a whole, but with demons everywhere. The the game will be called Lost Souls of Sapporo, or at least that's the working title. It might stick, it might not. I've gotten feedback on that, and oh, sorry about that lens flare right there. Or yeah, I got a light on back there. But it's it's really exciting stuff. I am actually lending the voice performance to the main character, though I can't do that voice on call. It takes a little bit of preparation. I'm also planning to do the motion capture, so I'm thinking learning Muay Thai or something, or developing something similar to that for the fighting style for the main character. While he's fast, because he's a vampire, fast and strong and can take a hit, he's the kind of guy that doesn't rely too much on agility in fighting. He just hits hard until his opponents are unconscious, dead, whatever. And often will dual wield a couple swords, occasionally like a karambit knife, and at times a gun. Though that's not going to be how he mainly fights. That's mostly going to be at specific points in the story. And this is planned to be part of a larger series of games that are connected, spanning from the 13th century to the not so distant future, if not present day. Of course, alternate history coming into play. Present day is going to be a little different. This story has actually been in the works for several years before I even knew about it, before I met my wife, who came up with the story. And It was originally going to be an episodic podcast, but it's been decided that it's going to be a series of games. We're starting with probably one of the more interesting characters. So that's for the fans to decide if anyone wants to play it. I sincerely hope so, because it's not gonna be a cheap game to make. There are plans for a custom engine to be made specifically for the games in the series where you play as vampiric characters. Right now, we're calling that the Sapporo engine, and in future games, we will have another engine for the games where you play as a mage as the main character. And right now, we're calling that the Galway engine. It'd be pretty heavy spoilers. We'd be treading pretty heavily into spoiler territory to discuss the Galway engine and the reason for it being called that. So I won't get into that just yet. But huge undertaking, and it's gonna be a bit, but I will upload video updates on this as well as that tabletop game. I'm still working on prototyping some of the miniatures. I have some more PLA filament coming in tomorrow, as well as some discussions on with a company that provides resin printers and various materials beyond just basic resin. More info to come on all that. But right now, funding is being worked on, not just for better hardware, but also office space, employees, all kinds of stuff. It's going to be great. And this game series will probably never be on Xbox. It'll be on PC for sure. And with any luck, we might be able to get it on PlayStation. Yeah, definitely gonna upload videos discussing stuff, showing what there is to show. Yeah, definitely keep an eye on this channel so you can find out more about this project as we go on, as well as other projects we are working on. And a quick side note, unrelated to what was spoken about in this video, that untitled shooter game is going to be released as a aesthetic demo, kind of a walking simulator that shows an aesthetic for a future game that's not in the front of our minds right now, but I don't know, maybe it'll be a spin-off following I don't know, a group of a JSDF group, or whatever Japan's military is. I forget what the exact acronym is. It might be JSDF. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct. But it's possible it'll be that, like a spinoff of Lost Souls of Sapporo. More info to come on pretty much everything, but the aesthetic demo is going to be released at some point. I'm just having a bit of trouble getting it packaged for Windows. Something about missing Unreal game binaries or whatever. Some error message. I still haven't been able to figure out what it means and how to resolve it, but I'm getting there. And once that's released, I'll make a brief video about it. announcing that it's available with a link in the description of that video to where you can download it for free. And, well, I wouldn't really call it, I wouldn't really say play it, because beyond walking around and firing your gun, there's no gameplay. It's just purely a visual thing, which will, of course, be free. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff going on with Stratton Studios, and I look forward to telling you all about it more as more things develop. Goodbye.